Hi guys, and welcome back to another video on the Detailing Detectives YouTube channel, and today we're reviewing a Claybar solution. So this is the Exfoli-Block from Carbon Collective. This is in essential a clay mitt sponge sort of thing with sort of like a holder, so it makes it easier to sort of like use it on the car. Also, just reading the back of this, well, just reading the packaging. So it comes with two different sort of like clays. So it comes with a medium clay, which is just for the general use for light contamination, and it comes with a heavier clay, which is designed to remove heavier contamination. So you always, well, you want to double check sort of like which one to use when you're doing a car. Same with when you're using normal clay. There's the harsher ones, and yeah, you don't want to use the ones to take heavier decontamination off if you've only got light decontamination, because the thing that you're going to do is just you're just going to, well, not scratch, but yeah, you're going to maybe damage the paint if you're using too harsher material when you just don't need it. And because you'd use these sort of products in preparation for machine polishing and then protection, what you're going to do, you're just going to create yourself more work if you're using sort of like the wrong clay on the vehicle. So yeah, just be aware of that when you come to use these sort of products, because yeah, you can cause more damage, and well, it's going to take you more time in the long run if you don't use the correct ones. So back to the product. So on the back, so it says it's reusable up to 50 times. So with like your conventional Claybar, you only can use it once, and then yeah, you just have to bin it because you can't use it again. But this one you can use up to 50 times. So I guess that's 50 times on each pad. So at least, well, maybe 50 cars, depending on how bad they are. But that's pretty good. So it says, replacing the need for traditional clay, our pattern polymer clay is designed to be safe on even the softest of paints. So what they're claiming there is even the softest of paints, it's not going to mar and affect that. So, well, as long as you use the correct one anyway. So the directions, let's get on to the directions so we know how to use it. We know how to use sort of like normal clay bars. You just soak them in a warm bucket of water, make them sort of like, well, so they're all soft, and then yeah, just rub the paint up and down while it's wet. Sometimes clays need a clay lubricant as well, so yeah, that's another thing. Hopefully the instructions will tell us whether we need that or not. So yeah, the instructions. So the Exfoli-Block should only be used on clean and wet paint. Use a strong shampoo and water mix. Submerge the block, allowing the foam to absorb into the solution. So what we're saying is, put the foam in a sort of like in your wash bucket while you're washing the car, or well, in another wash bucket while you're washing the car with some strong shampoo, just so it can soak in there. And well, usually like we would do with the normal clay bar, it's the exact same. We just want to soften it up and make sure it's not dry. So the next step, starting with the glass, lightly glide the block over the surface in straight overlapping lines. Return the block into the wash solution after every panel and rinse in the clay surface. So again, we're just using normal practice here. After doing one panel at a time, go back to the bucket, sort of like make sure you've got all that dirt off, and then you can go back to another panel. And then it says, once the clayed area feels smooth to touch, repeat the process on the whole vehicle. After completion, rinse and then dry as normal. So that's what we're going to do today. There's sort of like a warning thing here. Lubrication is important. Never just use water. Always bed the clay on the glass first, and never allow the panel to dry out during use. So what I'm going to do, the product that I'm going to use to lubricate this is snow foam. So I've seen the guys at Carbon Collective do this with their snow foam, so yeah, why not use mine? Also, when we're on the road and detailing cars, sort of like at customers' houses, this is one product that we do use, so snow foam to use as a Claybar lubricant. Because we use the AM Details clay, you don't need a lubricant with that, you can just use it with water. But because we're doing it at customers' houses and sometimes we're not indoors, snow foam tends to stay on the surface a lot longer than water. So yeah, it's just a good product. It saves you money, so you don't have to buy clay lubricant, and yeah, it works well. So that's what we're going to do today. So let's wash the car, snow foam, clean the wheels, 2-bucket method on all of the car, and then yeah, we'll come back and we'll review this.
Do you wanna dance?
Okay, so that's the car fully washed. As you've just seen, snow foam, wheels, 2-bucket method, and then rinsed off. So what I'm going to do now is I've just put the Exfoli-Block in the bucket with water and quite a bit of shampoo. So I'm just letting that soak, and while that's soaking, I'm going to cover the car in snow foam again, so we can use that as our lubricant. Okay, so the car's covered in snow foam now, and what I've just taken this out the bucket, and it is fairly soft. So what I'm going to do, like the instructions say, start with the glass. The reason why I'm starting on the back and not the front is because I'm testing some glass sealant on the windscreen and side windows for another video in a few months' time. I'm sort of testing how long it lasts. So yeah, I don't want to sort of like interrupt that video. So let's do it start on the back, and then we can go on to the bodywork. So like the instructions say, glide up and down overlapping lines, and then after each panel, go back to the bucket and sort of like make sure there's no dirt on it. Okay, so that's the rear window done. There was quite a bit of contamination on there, but a few overlapping goes on of it, and yeah, the glass is very smooth. I wouldn't recommend sort of like wiping your glass like that, because if you've got anything on your hands you might scratch it, but yeah, it's a lot smoother. Yeah, I'm quite impressed so far. It's quite easy to use as well. With normal clay, I struggle, so like well, you put it in your hand and you have to rub your hand on the paint, and I don't like that. With this, you've sort of like got sort of like an applicator block, so it's a lot easier to hold, and yeah, it's just easy to use. And the top of the foam is sort of like angled, so you can get into all those corners. So yeah, quite impressed so far. So let's dunk it back in the bucket, and then yeah, we'll do the rest of the car. Okay, so onto the paintwork now. We've done some glass, so let's get it onto the paintwork. This car has got 85,000 miles on, and I don't know whether it's ever been clayed in its life. Since I've had it since beginning of January, I've washed it, but I haven't clayed it. I haven't even polished it. So yeah, this might be interesting because there might be a lot of decontamination on here. So let's start with the top and work down to the bottom and see how we get on. Okay, so as I can like here, there's a lot of, well, the paint is rough. Yeah, but this is doing quite a good job of getting all that contamination off. So after I've done this quarter, like this back quarter here, I'll dunk it back in the bucket and then we'll go again. Okay, and now let's do this bottom section. Don't know whether you can hear that, but that's it sort of like gripping onto all the contamination. So okay, so after that one panel's been done, as I say, don't do this. I'm just sort of like doing it for the review. So I can't feel any contaminants on there. Yeah, so it's definitely done its job. There was a lot of sort of like bits of tar and stuff on, but this has actually got it off. So yeah, I'm impressed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off this side, and then I'll come back and tell you where to get it from, what the price is, and what my overall thoughts are. Okay, so that's all this side done, and yeah, it's good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to rinse this side off. I'll finish the rest of the car, and then we'll come back and yeah, we'll go over the full product. Okay, so that's the car fully clayed. The only thing to do now is let's dry it off, and then yeah, let's come back and we'll do the final bits. Okay guys, so that's the car washed and clayed and dried, and the paintwork is really smooth. To be honest, I wasn't really expecting it to be this good because of the block, like making it sort of like rigid, but it's not. It is really soft, and it does sort of like mould around the contours of the car. So this product, my thoughts on it, yeah, I am really impressed with it. I'd probably use this over normal clay now, because one, it's a lot easier to use, and you've got some sort of like grip, where clay is really thin, and I don't know, I just struggle like not like scraping my hands along the car as I'm doing it. So yeah, this might be a product that I might replace the sort of like conventional Claybar with. So yeah, I am really impressed with this. The value for money, so it's £20 for, well, the whole package. So you get 2 foaming blocks, clay blocks. So you get a medium one, which I've used today, and then you get the black one, which is a heavier one for more decontaminated cars. So for £20, and you get the sort of like applicator holder as well. So yeah, you can't really complain at that. Also the packaging, you don't have to cut it. I was having a look when I opened it, and yeah, you can literally open it up, and then after you've used it, you can put it back in, so it keeps it neat and all clean. So yeah, that's pretty much the review done. I really like this, and yeah, I think this is going to be one that's going to stay in my detailing cupboard, because yeah, it's just a lot easier to use, and it actually does the job. With clay, like I say, you only can use it one time, and sometimes it does get quite hard to sort of like hold the clay and sort of like mould it around the car. So yeah, that's my overall thoughts. This has been the Carbon Collective Exfoli-Block. I'll put the link below for this product, so if you want to go check it out, yeah, you can. You know where to get it from. It's a Carbon Collective website. There's other restockers, but yeah, Carbon Collective website is probably the best place to get it from. And yeah, that's the review done. Make sure you leave a subscribe and a like and a comment if you've tried this, or you want us to try any other products. Keep coming back every Sunday, because yeah, we're releasing a video every single Sunday now, and yeah, we've got a lot of exciting stuff coming up. We've got a new series coming up we're filming it over the next month or so, and then yeah, once we finish that project, we'll be rolling that out. So yeah, keep an eye out for that special series, because that's going to be a good one, something that we've sort of covered before but we didn't cover in great detail. So this time we're going into great detail, making it a good series, probably sort of like 10 videos long, and yeah, it's something exciting for you guys, and exciting for us as a business. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. Keep coming back to our YouTube channel every single Sunday at 6 PM for new videos every single week. Cheers for watching, guys.
Alright folks, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to YouTube and add us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Ta-ra!